None of us can choose
Ooh.
where we're born. Now, what can I do for you?
I have some opinions about this gentleman. Welcome to Sightless Gamer Hag. My name's Rachel. It's Murder Mystery Monday once again, and we are playing Agatha Christie's The London Case. It should be Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot is The London Case, because it's a completely unique story that has been made by these game developers in conjunction with the Agatha Christie estate. A painting's been stolen. That's where we left off last time. We have some suspects, and we're just going to dive right in, and we'll work it out as we go along. It'll be fine.
Monsieur Hastings, this theft may be a new and foreign concept to you, but to Detective Poirot, it is just another case waiting to be solved.
So the painting in question is the Penitent Magdalene. There seems to have been a bit of a kerfuffle about getting it there. It is a rather modern painting. Some people are not happy about it. We're having a private showing, and Hastings is an insurance agent, and he is looking after the painting because it's quite valuable. Poirot's been brought on board as well to look after it, and they've done a really bad job.
What do we do then?
We must get to work. If we can ascertain the thief's point of entry and exit, this may all be resolved momentarily.
Chapter 2, The Missing Magdalene. Right, new mind map unlock. How we solve stuff? Mind maps. Collect evidence, add it to the mind maps, make connections, and that's how we solve things. I should investigate the exhibition space and determine possible points of entry. So the museum exhibition room. Right. Let's have a little look. We're going to investigate. Hook on the wall. There should be 2 hooks here for holding up the painting. There is only one. The other one appears to have been ripped off. Have a little look over here. What's this on the floor? Is it on the floor? Painting hook is on the floor. Found the space for Mr. Painting suggests it's careless removal. We're going to collect some evidence, and then it appears to have been done in a rush. It's been knocked over. Perhaps someone nudged this vase by accident. I'm surprised we didn't hear anything. Skylight.
Aha.
A skylight that looks out into the night. Could someone have entered through here? Potentially, but I don't know. Heating vent. The screws that hold the grate covering the vent in place are incredibly rusted. I don't think anyone's... what's this? How careless of someone to have left this broken glass unattended to. I imagine that is something to do... Oh, door to main hall. What's this? Door to main hall. Opera glasses. These may come in handy. Right, let us look at the evidence. So, broken glass, painting hook on the floor. So let's link. We've got one connection. I'm assuming it's that. I would say that it's been removed clumsily. I would have thought the thief would have been more careful when handling a precious work of art. Yeah, they appear to have just snatched it off the wall. Toppled vase?
Logical thinking shall always prevail.
And the thief clearly had no regard for the painting as they were removing it from the wall and the exhibition room. So... either someone who doesn't care about the art or doesn't realise that it's expensive. Potentially the... Right. Let's go and have a little look. Can we get into the restoration room? Was it here somewhere? Door to the connecting room is locked with no sign of criminal interference. Okay. Did that give us any more clues? What do we have? Key is required to gain access. Opera glasses, vent. Paint stolen without regard. Broken glass on the floor. Let's see if we can speak to anybody. Can I speak to Hastings? No. Anything else? Little look round. No. Okay. The main door to the exhibition room. I tied the ribbon around the door handle myself. Well, assuming she's got the key still then.
Oh.
Not seeing anything else. Okay. Right. There's no links that need to be made there. What do we have? We have opera glasses. Right. Where's this that's trying to... Did the skylight... I missed something.
Huh.
Can we talk to anyone? Can we talk to you? Oh, hang on. I wonder if I can use the opera glasses to look at the skylight. The window appears to be open, but the cobwebs across the frame suggest it hasn't been for some time. I believe I have all the evidence required to proceed. Okay.
Gentlemen, I have called the police and they should arrive shortly. What can I do in the meantime?
Have you still got the key?
Do you still hold the master key?
Oh my goodness, I read his mind.
Of course. You are the only other person who has had access to it.
Okay.
Très bien. Please keep
So
it
she's a
close.
suspect.
I believe the thief may be one of the guests here today.
Is there only one key? There we go. Restoration room is still locked. Evelyn still has the key. There we go. I have concluded the thief must have been well prepared and entered the restoration room using a key to access the exhibition room. That means that Evelyn is a suspect. However, why? If his restoration room door is the key to our crime, could Mademoiselle Warbeck be involved? Potentially, yes, but I don't see why. Has she been guarding it with her life?
Monsieur Hastings, I pose this question to you. If Mademoiselle Warbeck still has the master key,
is she not a suspect herself?
Yeah, but why?
très bien.
Unless this is some elaborate ploy. But also she cares about the painting. So we have thief is unfamiliar with how the painting was hung. Painting stolen without regard. Yeah.
Mademoiselle Warbeck is likely not our thief.
There you go.
The real thief did not care about the museum and what is hung on its walls.
She seems to care.
At some time during this evening's festivities, the key was taken from her pocket and used in the restoration room door without her knowledge.
There's been a few distractions.
If we find the pickpocket, we will uncover our painting thief. First, we must search the restoration room.
There has been a few distractions that have happened.
Mesdames et messieurs, your attention please. I am Detective Hercule Poirot of the Belgian Police Force. I was charged with the safety of the penitent Magdalene painting on its voyage to London from Belgium.
Did my bit.
The missing painting has indeed cut the celebrations of the gala short. And so I consider my duty to be, as yet, incomplete. Still ongoing.
It's got to be somebody quite arrogant and quite, like,
With your cooperation, I ask that you all remain within the building, and I intend to speak with you all individually.
Didn't Betty
If I
Allen
was the
already
thief, I
leave?
would certainly be worried after a speech like that. I just wonder if... maybe I should let you do the questioning.
Do you think, Hastings?
Monsieur Hastings, the painting's safe return also falls upon your shoulders.
Yeah, you're not getting out of this one.
I know, but I can make myself useful elsewhere, see what clues I can find.
Okay. Off you go, Hastings. Right. Where on earth is Monsieur Hastings? A disappearing assistant is the last thing one needs. Right. New mind map unlocked. I must narrow down the suspects by ascertaining possible windows of opportunity. Windows of opportunity would involve one or more of the guests leaving and returning into the main hall. I should keep this in mind. Given the complexity of the crime, I may need to use evidence for multiple deductions. Now, my little grey cells, let us get to work. Okay, what do we have here? So, the painting is secured. Irene and Johann emerged from the West Wing before the champagne incident. See, these are distractions. Johann entered the West Wing after the champagne incident. Betty and Johann came from the West Wing after the champagne incident. Irene and Florence entered the West Wing together. Irene and Florence returned to the main hall before Mortimer collapsed. Mortimer stumbled into the East Wing and collapsed on his way back to the main hall. Horace and Mortimer entered the East Wing together. The heart attack incident. The painting is discovered missing. So, let's have a look. So, Irene and... let's start back here. Irene and Johann. Emerged from the West Wing before the champagne incident. Johanna entered the West Wing after the champagne incident. Let's have a look. So, maybe...
What a revelation.
there we go. Monsieur Aylesworth, unaccounted for pre-collapse. Okay. So, yeah, because Horace and Mortimer were together, but then Mortimer was on his own, so where was Horace? So then we have Irene and Florence enter the West Wing together. Irene and Florence return to the main hall before... potentially they were together. So...
One step closer to revealing the truth.
conversing on the balcony with Mademoiselle Farquhar. So, pre-heart attack incident opportunity for Mademoiselle Court Smythe. Okay. Betty and Johann came from the West Wing after the champagne incident, but then Betty left. So he went on his own. So Betty was on her own?
The answer was staring me in the face.
Monsieur Christensen unaccounted for after... so is Betty, though. Betty is also unaccounted for in that time. Okay, let's go and have a little chat to some people.
Bonsoir, Monsieur Christiansen.
Detective, what a mess you have on your hands.
Not for long, sir, not for
That is
long.
certainly one way to describe it. Perhaps you can begin to help me to clear up this mess.
Please recount what you remember of this evening before the theft.
I was with Betty most of the evening. She wasn't feeling herself. I'm glad I didn't leave and miss out on all of this.
Where is she?
Don't tell me you don't get a little thrill when a new case appears.
You're unsettling,
I do
sir.
not think about such thrills, Monsieur Christiansen. Only justice.
We must find the painting.
All business, no pleasure, I see. I remember seeing the priest.
Okay.
The bishop.
Yes, him. He came down the stairs just before Mr. Aylesworth recovered. Maybe a man of the church was all he needed.
Did they have a conversation that caused him to do that? Tell me about the incident with the champagne.
You saw that.
Everybody saw that, sir.
I believe
You got
every soul in
swilled.
the museum did, or at least heard the commotion.
So I look like the bad guy, hmm? That's what you get for standing up to a bully, I suppose.
What?
A bully?
She made some pretty awful comments about Betty and her career. And I wasn't just going to stand by and let her say whatever she wanted.
Ooh, juicy.
You should lock her up for what she did to me. She's unhinged.
She just swilled you some champagne. You're fine. You chose to stay when your wife
Are
left?
you married, Detective Poirot?
Nope.
I am not.
Then heed my warning. If your wife, whenever she comes along, wants to be left alone, you leave her alone.
Merci, monsieur.
Let's have a look. Oh. We have a new mind map. Let me zoom in. Pre-Hartica. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's go back. Let's go and speak to some more people. Hello.
Bonsoir, mademoiselle.
It seems trouble follows you, Detective.
It doesn't follow me. It's following you, my
So
love.
it would appear. And the faster I am able to ask my questions, the faster this trouble will be resolved.
Please recount what you remember of this evening before the
I
theft.
saw Betty leave the main hall and head for the West Wing after the whole champagne debacle. What do you think that was all about?
Who knows? I'm going to find out, though.
It is not my job to speculate on such private matters. It is to uncover the location of the missing painting and who is responsible.
If there is someone who can, it's you, Detective.
Why, thank you. Very flattering. Okay,
Merci,
so
mademoiselle.
Betty was
That is all for now.
seen near the West Wing. Where is... Has that been added? That's complete. Nothing there. That one. There we go. We have 2 links here. Betty entered the West Wing after the champagne incident. Right. Maybe if I link those 2 together.
Voila.
Madame Allen unaccounted for after the show. I did say that. That she was unaccounted for. Who else? Irene and Johan. Maybe those 2?
I cannot see the logic in
No.
this. Perhaps a second look at the evidence.
What's going on with Irene and what else do we have? Horace sent to the main hall after Mortimer's collapse. Right, okay. Maybe these 2?
Magnifique.
There we go. Bishop Mountjoy unaccounted for around Ellsworth collapse. Okay. Talk to suspects. That's what we're doing. Let's talk. Tell me about the champagne.
Mademoiselle, if you have a moment, I wish to ask you some questions.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
Look around you, Detective. Out of the ordinary is the ordinary here.
Well,
Regarding the guests of the gala, you had the opportunity to speak with them all?
I met that delightful Farquhar girl, the art critic. With any luck, her article will finally give me the respect I deserve.
okay.
Your talk on the balcony went well, I presume.
Okay.
Well, indeed. We weren't up there for long before the poor politician was struck down. What luck for there to be a doctor at the scene. And for us to have a detective here, too.
You have some time that is unaccounted
Before
for?
I wasted a perfectly good glass of champagne on that man, you mean?
Tell me about that.
That is certainly one way to tell the story.
I'd hardly call him trying to push himself upon me as a story.
What?
With his wife in the same room?
What?
You think a man with that much arrogance cares? Women are nothing more than objects to him. One day he'll learn his lesson.
What?
Merci, mademoiselle. That is all for now.
Two very different stories going on there. Hello.
Bonsoir, Mademoiselle Babagnan.
Please, detective. Surely we are past those formalities.
You're going to make him blush.
What you may consider a formality, I consider etiquette.
Nice recovery. Please tell me what you remember of this evening's events.
Well, I had the pleasure of meeting the other guests. I feel so fortunate just to be invited myself.
Modesty is the color of virtue. Now, mademoiselle, you were saying...
Although your circumstances for how you ended up here are very suspicious.
Oh, yes. We all gathered for that delightful photograph. Then I spent some time looking at all the wonderful art.
Okay.
I did notice the actress and the politician returned to the main hall together.
Okay.
And the other guests?
I saw Bishop Mountjoy and the politician, oh forgive me, I forget his name, leave towards the east wing together.
Okay. You spoke with the bishop at the time of Monsieur Ellsworth's heart attack?
It was much earlier in the night. Well, before that.
Okay.
You have been as enchanting as always.
It's holding a little candle there. Let's talk to Evelyn.
Madame Warbeck, a moment of your time, if you will.
We speak to the bishop as well. Please recount what you remember of this evening before the theft.
I was rather busy, as you saw, especially with Irene and her disappearing act.
Disappearing act.
Everybody flipping disappeared.
An artist and a magician. She is a woman of many talents.
She was nowhere to be found. Is that better? She was supposed to help me organize everything.
Okay.
Then I saw her throwing her glass of champagne at Mrs. Allen's husband.
Seems like a big scene, though.
I was hoping to speak with her after, but I didn't see her again until she was calling down from the balcony following Mr. Aylesworth's collapse.
What can you tell me about the other guests?
Mr. Christensen, Betty Allen's husband. After the theft, on my way to telephone the police, he was looking for something in the West Wing.
Oh.
Merci, mademoiselle. That is all for now.
How did he end up getting invited? That's what I would like to know. Let's go and talk to the bishop. Hello, sir.
Bonsoir, Your Excellency.
I should be addressed as Your Grace.
Pardon.
Okay.
I did not mean to offend, Your Grace. It's just that in Belgium...
It is quite all right. None of us can choose
Oof.
where we're born. Now, what can I do for you?
I have some opinions about this gentleman. I'm going to keep them to myself. Would you talk me through your movements this evening?
If I must. I was talking with Mr. Aylesworth for a time. Some strange opinions, that one.
What, feeding the poor?
Would you care to elaborate?
You were not present for that conversation, and I hardly think it appropriate to involve you now.
Ooh.
Although, I will say, he was rather keen to see the orrery from the balcony.
That is an excellent response that I need to remember.
He left, and
I will give him
I
that
spoke
one.
briefly to that actress, but she wandered off looking for her husband. Up the main stairs, I think it was.
Do we think that he's involved? Where were you at the time of Monsieur Ellsworth's heart attack? I need to not let my personal dislike for this gentleman make me think that he's a
Who
suspect.
would have thought the reveal of the missing painting would cause a man to take such a turn?
He had a turn prior to that, though.
Perhaps a warning to us all that such a scare could come at any time.
Are you trying to say that is what's going to happen to me?
What?
Your Grace has misinterpreted my meaning. But on the matter of where you were at the time...
Then maybe you should think before you speak. And I was talking with a young Russian girl.
How did...
Merci, Your Grace. I thought I would make myself
It's not very
useful,
graceful.
and I think I found some things of note.
Okay.
Bon, I shall go and retrieve them now. You were wise to not touch them and contaminate any evidence.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I did only move them to the West Wing.
Fuck's sake, Hastings.
Fantastic.
Uncover a secret about Hastings. What have I uncovered about Hastings? We have 2 links here. What have I uncovered about Hastings? Right, let's have a little look. What's new? Betty went looking for Johann after the champagne. Irene disappeared before the champagne. Let's
Another success.
like those. Mademoiselle caught Smythe unaccounted for before champagne incident. There we go. I'm now aware of the movements of everyone still present in the museum, but those that left the gala early I'm still to speak to. Did I miss something? Okay. Well, I mustn't have done. It was completed. Okay. Let's go and have a little look up here. What we have here. Nothing there yet. So, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. A couple of instant. Right. And then it's just here. Right, okay. Where do I need to go now? West Wing? West Wing. Where is the West Wing? Which is the West Wing? In the west, I would suppose. Here? There we go. I mean, I don't... Oh, a little freeze then. Yeah, I need to be careful not to just assume because I dislike the bishop that he's a suspect, but also, you know, there we go. Unknown item. Let's have a look. FF. I'm assuming this is Florence. I would presume that Mademoiselle Farquhar is the owner, but things are not always as straightforward as they appear. That's how it's got a lock on it. A small heart-shaped lock. Anything interesting on the back? The back cover of the book is adorned with an elaborate emblem. Is this simply decorative? Who knows? Locked. Mademoiselle must keep the key close. Maybe that's where she keeps her notes. A shoe? Is it a shoe? What is it? Is it a little case? What's this? Strange symbol adorns the... Oh, it's a snuff box. It's a snuff box shaped like a shoe. Interesting. Cocaine? One of today's guests, obviously, it could be any of them. Honestly, it could be any of them. Cocaine in a snuff box shaped like a shoe. It's very, very... Small box shaped like a woman's left shoe. That is a very strange thing to find in a museum. Diary. Snuff box. What's that? Yeah, we looked at this. We looked at this. It's a snuff box full of cocaine. Very random, but small key. This may be the key. There must be a purpose for this key. Is that somewhere I've not considered? Let's go use the key on the little diary. Use the little key on the little diary. There we go. Small key. A diary can be a sacred place that holds one's thoughts and aspirations, and I would not usually allow myself to read another's, but this is no ordinary circumstance. We're looking for clues. Okay. Tuesday, 10 a.m, racetrack. 12:30 p.m, lunch with Dean McIntosh. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, 11:30, South Street Warehouse. Speak to Michael. 2 p.m, Pegasus Club. Don't mention Linda. What's Linda done? Friday, 1 p.m, interview with Irene C. Smythe. New exhibit, Edward Gallery office. Saturday, along with the testimony of Mademoiselle Warbeck and Monsieur Christensen, so they saw Mademoiselle Courtsmith on the balcony. The diary appointed confirms it was indeed Mademoiselle Farquhar who was talking with Mademoiselle Courtsmith. Okay. Anything else interesting out here? Is that all of our evidence? What was that? What is this?
Huh.
The door to the restoration room. Okay. I have opera glasses. I have that. Can I interact with anything else? There's something else I must do first. What must one do? We've interacted. Okay, let me check my... Talk to suspects, inspect museum, talk to Evelyn. Okay, let's go talk to Evelyn then. Where is she? Let's go talk to Evelyn. Hello.
That'll help retrieve the painting.
Will you allow me access to the restoration room?
Of course. I have the key.
Mademoiselle, the key?
I'm sorry. You said it yourself. I think I should just hold on to it.
I was not expecting Mademoiselle Warbeck's hesitation.
Can you go open the door then, please?
Mademoiselle Warbeck, I really must insist on access to the restoration room.
Can you go open the door, please?
I find your reluctance to oblige a little troubling, mademoiselle.
Open the door.
Now listen. I am the curator of this museum, and I...
Open the door.
Miss Warbeck, will you let the man in? I, for one, would like to get to the bottom of this tonight.
Shut up, Horace.
Please, Evelyn. Let's not drag this on all night.
Evelyn Warbeck?
Oh?
That's me.
Detective Inspector Hardwick. I was told a painting's been half-inched.
Alright.
Yes, it's...
Stolen. Detective Hercule Poirot of the Belgian police, seconded by the Musée Royal des Beaux-Arts de Belgique and Lloyd's of London, to escort the penitent...
You failed on your job,
here.
sir.
How do you do, Detective Inspector Hardwick?
Well, thank you for that introduction, Mr. Poirot, but we won't be needing your help this evening.
Are you sure?
But you see, not only do I have a considerable personal stake in this matter, I also possess undoubtedly the finest investigatory mind in all of Belgium.
He's like, we're in London. This is my jurisdiction. Get
I'm sure
stacked.
Belgium thinks you're the bee's knees, but we'll be just fine and dandy.
I must insist, Inspector.
Bloody hell.
Flipping Nick. Just let him do what he's doing.
I don't have time for this. Will someone try and get through to this man before he does my head in?
Dear Mr. Poirot, I know you meant well, but perhaps now is not the time to push the inspector's buttons.
Do what I want, missus. It's happened on my watch.
Très bien.
Wow.
Monsieur Hastings, the fate of the penitent Magdalene lies in our hands.
And we shall have to do some more investigating next time for Murder Mystery Monday. And if you would like to join me for that, there is an end card coming up with a link back into my channel. You can like, subscribe, watch some other stuff. I do all kinds of things over there. I would love to see you. Have a lovely week, and I shall see you soon. Bye-bye.